Welcome. In front of me is a OnePlus Nord CE4 Lite, and today I'll show you how you can bypass the Google verification on this device. So before I get started, I'm going to quickly mention that the device I have right in front of me is locked, and you can see it with this little lock right here, and I'll also progress a little bit further toward the setup just so I can show you that it is locked. So while this is happening, I'm going to quickly also mention what we will need for this process. So number one is internet access on your phone, so that should be no problem. But the second thing that might be a little bit more problematic to come by will be a second phone. Now the second phone needs to have access to the Google Play services. I will be using some Honor phone, assuming it actually works for this, as there is certain phones that don't have the option to draw over other apps. Those are like very cheap devices, and those phones will be excluded from the list that even though they have Google Play services, they will not allow you to utilize the app that we need to download on the phone. So well, this is going through to basically, there we go. This we can get our phone, the second one that we actually have access to, and let's navigate to the Play Store right here. And we're gonna select or search for clone phone, and there's OnePlus one. So we're gonna select that, install, open, agree. I'm gonna select settings, toggle it on, and go back. Settings, toggle it on, and go back. Start migrating, settings, find the clone phone app, toggle on, go back, again, settings, while using the app, allow once again, location, okay, while using the app, and there we go, the phone is now prepped. Now I will mention it might not give you the settings pop-up, but instead give you something like deauthorize at the bottom, or cancel, I think. If it gives you that, select deauthorize and then you want to authorize it, which seems to be kind of a stupid thing, but I have experienced this at least with the phone clone apps from Realme, I think, or Oppo, I think, but it's the same. Oppo and OnePlus is basically the same company. So if it shows you in this one the same kind of thing with the deauthorize, just select that. Now, moving back to our locked device, you can see I have the pattern as a verification method, and if I close this, it's telling me to verify the Google account. So undeniably, the device is locked, and I cannot finish up the setup without providing one of those at least. Now, obviously, this process will show you how you can just bypass and then remove it without verifying it. So you want to back out till you get to the Wi-Fi connection page, which I think I already skipped. Now, if you're at the beginning of the setup, just progress forward till you get to connect to Wi-Fi. Connect to your network, which I have already done so. And once you connect to it, next to your connected network, you will have the eye icon. Now, you want to select the one next to your connected network instead of the ones below. And just to demonstrate why, is if we click right here, it just gives us two options right here, join network, I guess signal strength and security. But if we select it on this one, it gives us much more options here. And the option that we're looking for is to share. Now, before I click on it, I am gonna block it as it's going to show the QR code along with the password to my network. I don't want to actually make that visible, so just oopsie daisy, there's my hand. And I am going to shift it just so we can see part of the QR code, but not the password, obviously. Now below here, we have quick share. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to select continue. Okay, there we go. It's not showing anything. And once you select continue, you can then click on the three dots and navigate into the settings. And click on the blue text, learn more about quick share. Next, click on the three dots and select share article. And you want to share it using Chrome. Now, the first time around, this will kind of glitch out and close it, so make sure you select the use without an account, and it should take us back. There we go. So again, we're going to repeat it, three dots, share article, Chrome, and this time around it remembered our last choice and it just kind of goes forward. we can select no thanks, and Chrome will stay open. In the search bar, you want to navigate to HardReset.Info, /bypass, like so. And in here, consent, whatever, we're gonna scroll down and we're looking for, there we go, settings app, click on the image, and this will open up your phone's settings from the browser. In any case, once we have that open, you want to navigate to home screen and lock screen, and then select home screen layout, and this glitches out and takes us to the home screen. Keep in mind, the device is still locked, and we are still in the setup process of the phone. Now, before I go any further, I am going to quickly explain a couple things that we'll do and why we're doing it in this sequence. As you might kind of notice, we had access to settings before, and we could have done something that we're going to be doing later on. Now, to explain the actual order that we're doing it is, right now the phone is still in a setup process. Even though we have a home screen visible, the phone, for all the phone knows, it's still on a setup screen. At least that's what the phone considers this is right now. That's why we don't have the home button and recent apps, only the back, which is also the button that you have throughout the setup process. So what we want to do now is, we glitched it, and now we're gonna do something that will take us back to the setup process, but allow us to finish it up without verifying anything. And once that's completed, we're going to perform a reset of the device. Now, when we do the reset through the device through settings, at that point we will be done with the setup. So doing such a reset will actually remove all the data. Right now we could technically go to the settings, reset it, but the device still thinks it's in the setup stage. Therefore, it would retain all the protection that is still on the device. So anyway, continuing on right now, we're gonna now swipe to the left, and I believe right here, close, right here we should, there we go, have the clone phone app. You want to open it up and select that this is a new device, and select allow for everything. There we go. Select that the other phone is an Android, so other Android. This generates a QR code. We're gonna grab our phone that we have access to. We're gonna scan that QR code by just, hovering out over it. It will begin connecting it. Once it connects to the device, you will want to deselect everything by clicking right here, and then navigate to apps and select whatever application takes the least amount of space. So you can see we have things like, okay, that's weird. Let's try that again, I guess. Exit, let's reopen it. So something glitched out, but we can just retry it. So again, deselect, select apps, and then choose any app that has the smallest size. Now for here, for this phone, it looks like Facebook is the smallest one at 397 kilobytes. So kilobytes will be the smaller one, megabytes will be the bigger one, and gigabytes will be the biggest one. So you want to select either something that has kilobytes or megabytes in like tens of megabytes. Like I said, I'm gonna select Facebook. Now we can honestly select any kind of application, but the bigger the size, the longer it will take to copy over, and the copying process is just to trigger specific action on a device. Anyway, we're gonna click on confirm. So I have selected only one app, and now we can select start migrating. This will begin migrating that single application. Like I said, the smaller the size, the faster the process, and it's already finished. Now let's see, if we tap on the drop-down menu, it says migration complete, so we're gonna select resume. Now, I will mention this, for you might see failed one. If you do, that's fine. That's actually what I usually see, and this doesn't really change anything. For me, it succeeded for some reason. I don't know if there has been some change, because I've been succeeding quite often now. But if it says fail, don't worry, it still worked. So click on done, and you can now see that we are back in the setup screen, but we are a page further after the verification. Now the device is still locked as it has the lock, but we don't need to verify the phone anymore. So we're gonna select skip right now, later, next, continue, select your navigation method, get started. And now we are in the home screen. Now this is the legit home screen after the setup has been completed. So the device already knows that the device is set up, it's complete, and this is just a legit home screen. Now this kind of gets a bit iffy for the device because we never verified the phone. The protection that is on this device, or was on this device, is still present. We don't really need to interact with it right now, but if we were to do a reset of the phone through recovery mode, it would go back to being locked, even though we have full access to it right now. So there is one last thing that we need to do, which is navigate into the settings, and here scroll all the way down to additional settings, scroll down again and select backup and reset, reset phone, erase all data, and click on the erase all data for the second time, which will begin factory resetting your phone. Now this process will take about 2 minutes to finish up, and once it's completed, we will be presented with Android setup screen. So you do want to go through this. I'm not going to go through it as this is just a fully automatic reset and it literally shows nothing of value anymore. But anyway, once you go through it, this will basically finish it up. And once you're on the setup screen, you can set up your phone however you like. It's fully unlocked at that point, so there is no need to do any of these things that we did at the beginning of the video. But it is the last step you want to take. As of right now, without doing the reset, the device is still technically locked. You can use it, but it is locked. Once you do a reset, it becomes fully unlocked, as resetting it through settings forces the device to remove all the protection from it. Now, with that being said, hopefully you found this very helpful and informative, and obviously I hope that it worked for you. And if it did, don't forget to smash like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.